Hey everyone, NakoFan here. I do know it's been quite a while since I've actually made my last video. I think it was on Mugen Souls last time, but since then college and my personal life have been pretty much getting in my way, and I've had to take care of those things, and I just haven't really had time to make videos. But hopefully in the summer I'll be able to make more videos, and I've got some announcements then as well. But hopefully this video will keep you all tied down until then. And so this video this time I do want to say, be strongly cautioned about this. This video may have some profanity here and there, and that's mainly due to the fact that I am quite angered over this situation. Now, I'm not going to say anything like the F-bomb or anything. I don't really stoop that low to saying, curse words like that, but there will be some profanity here and there because I am quite furious over this whole incident that happened like a couple of weeks ago in regards to a video game company and a certain franchise that they recently acquired. Now, the game company that I'm talking about in question is, well, Tecmo KOEI. And of course, if you don't know who Tecmo KOEI is, of course they make the ever so popular DOA or Dead or Alive series, the Ninja Gaiden series, which are both series that I've actually grown up playing as a teenager, and I still enjoy them to this day. They also come out with like the Dynasty Warriors series, Samurai Warriors, Warriors of Orochi, Rygar, Tecmo Bowl, those sorts of games. But and for the most part, their games are pretty good. But that's beside the point. The point is that where Tecmo KOEI goes wrong is with a certain series that they have not really focused on when it comes to marketing. About, I would say it was around 2011, probably 2012, I don't know. The video game developer Gust got acquired by Tecmo KOEI. And, of course, Gust is known for the Artanolico series and the more popular Atelier series, which I am a big fan of. I really enjoyed the Arlen trilogy, and I actually enjoyed Atelier Annie on Nintendo DS, and I even enjoyed the Manicamia duology that was on the PlayStation 2. They're great games. And, of course, before then, NIS, or Nippon Ichi Software, their North American branch, NIS America, or NISA rather, they localized the games and so forth, and then, of course, Tecmo KOEI distributed them. But, Tecmo KOEI's now pretty much acquired Gust. Now, initially, I didn't really think that them acquiring Gust was all that big of a deal. I mean, Atelier Meru came out here in the States right around the time that the acquisition was, complete. Yeah, but since then, a lot of stuff has actually, just gone wrong when it comes to the Atelier series, and in a way it's pretty much been going downhill, and it's not because of the games themselves, it's Tecmo KOEI. And really, the thing that just pisses me off is that Tecmo KOEI does not really focus much marketing onto the two latest Atelier games that have come out, namely Atelier Ayesha, The Alchemist of Dusk, and Atelier Totori Plus, which was a handheld port of Atelier Totori for PlayStation 3. Now, I'm pretty much going to be talking about my thoughts in regards to what's happened and so forth. but in a way, what they did with, first of all, with Atelier Ayesha is they didn't really market the game all that much. Funny enough, NIS America did all of the heavy lifting. They went out there and did all the translations for Tecmo KOEI, and they even did the advertising for them. Despite the fact that, you know, Tecmo KOEI actually set up a web page for Atelier Ayesha in terms of advertising. But really, what they also did was, and what also pisses me off, and it also pisses hundreds of thousands of Atelier and Gust fans off, was that they removed the Japanese language track to cut costs. Okay, first and foremost, to Tecmo, what the hell were you thinking? There are a lot of gamers out there that actually enjoy both the North American and Japanese tracks. Usually more of one or the other. Why the hell you cut out that option is beyond me, and is beyond anybody else that knows about this. First, okay? And really, that's one of the things that actually pisses me off. They did not really market the game well, and they ended up, you know, just butchering it and rushing it out. And as such, you know, it got mixed reception by a lot of gamers out there, especially fans of the role-playing genre. But that's not the worst of it, folks. It's not. Tecmo KOEI also went out there and did a surprise launch on Atelier Totori Plus for the PlayStation Vita. Now, this actually pisses me and a whole lot of other fans off more than what they did with Atelier Ayesha. And here's why. Atelier Totori, for those of you who don't know, is probably considered, you know, one of the most beloved and heart-touching role-playing games that actually came out on the PlayStation 3. It had a great story, it had a great combat system, and in some cases, you know, it does mix, like with the other Atelier series, it mixes, you know, RPG elements with life sim elements, and it's really, you know, it's just really fun. But yeah, it's just a really good game, and you know, it's just a very heart-touching game. It's one of my favorite role-playing games out there, and I mean, what they did with that game, they actually pulled it off really well. But that's beside the point. The game, you know, it's just really good. But what Tecmo has done is they released the game with no advertising. Nobody knew this game was coming out. Nobody knew that, you know, it was even announced for launch. And here's the sad thing, folks. According to, I'm not going to repeat what RPG Gamer and Kotaku have already said on this subject, but pretty much, yeah, their PR firm did not even know about it. When you've got marketing that bad, holy shit. Is that bad or what? Ugh. Jiminy Christmas. Yeah, it just blows my mind. I'm actually beside myself. What they had done was they, in the process of cutting down upon advertising, they have completely alienated the gaming community. They have alienated the independent reviewers. They have alienated the public game reviewers. They have, alienated the gaming media altogether just to cut costs on advertising, just to make room for more advertising for Dead or Alive 5+, apparently, from what I've been seeing. And it's obvious that since they've acquired Gust, they've been shoving them aside for more of their core products. And yeah, it's something that just really sucks, people. How would you like it if, for example, Nintendo all of a sudden just comes out with a new Legend of Zelda game and didn't tell anybody? How would you friggin' feel? How would anyone just friggin' feel about it? It's just, people would just be alienated. People wouldn't have known that the game had come out, a surprise launch, and all of a sudden, boom. And this same kind of crap has happened before, people. It's happened worse with actually a console launch. If anybody remembers back in E3 of 1995, Sega released the Sega Saturn on the day of E3 to a small amount of retailers, and nobody knew about it. And as a result, that surprise launch just backfired on them. Because originally the system was supposed to come out, I think it was in September. And then they just decided, yeah, we'll just go ahead and launch it, during E3, and you'd be a few months ahead of the PlayStation. Woo! And, yeah. This kind of crap, people, is just an abomination to everything that is gaming. You have a company that has just acquired a smaller company and has pretty much been giving them the friggin' EA treatment since day one. Very limited advertising for Atelier Ayesha, which just turns out to be a mediocre game because they also cut out the Japanese voice track, and really the game in itself is more of a darker toned carbon copy of Atelier Totori in itself, but that's something else for another time. That, and also, they give no advertising for Atelier Totori Plus. Ladies and gentlemen, this is unjustified. To Tecmo, what the hell were you guys thinking? The thing of the matter is that you need to branch out your marketing to all of your products, including stuff developed by companies that you just so happened to acquire. The thing of the matter is that it's just really sad. It's really sad. And here's the sad part of the story. I actually went out there on PS Store, and I went ahead and bought the PS Vita version of Atelier Totori. And as such, I did it for a reason, because I felt sorry for Gust. Despite the fact that, a good amount of the profit would probably go to Tecmo KOEI, still there are profits that would go to, Gust as well. I feel sorry for them. And the thing of the matter is that, it's crap like that ends up with these niche titles just getting swept under the rug. It's disgusting. The thing of the matter is that they're pretty much saying that, oh yeah, we want our core titles to sell a lot better than this secondary crap that all of a sudden we just acquired, and we're not going to really market it all that much because we think it's going to just cut into attention for, it will just cut into marketing attention for our bigger products. I mean, it's this kind of shit that pisses me off. And I'm sorry if I'm cursing all this much, but it's just It makes me furious. And, you know, the gaming media has already brought this to Tecmo KOEI's attention, and pretty much they left it with this kind of reply right here, and this is on Kotaku's website here on this article. Tecmo KOEI basically stated in response, "New tactic to get the community involved in talking about the game. Seriously, we're working towards providing better support and representation for our newly acquired Gust titles." Now let me ask you something, people. Is this a joke? Is this a freaking joke? If it is, I seriously am not laughing, because this is just... it's just ridiculous. It's probably the most stupid reply I have ever seen. I would expect this kind of reply from someone about half my age, and I'm like 22 years old, so there you go. But aside from that, you know, I have played the PS Vita version of Atelier Totori, and it's really good, especially with the extras that they did it did come with. It came with some extra DLC, which were costumes that I think that, you know, they were swimsuit costumes, and I think they got, you know, inspired by some of the costumes from Dead or Alive 5. So in a way, it kind of indirectly promotes that game as well. But in all seriousness, I mean, Tecmo KOEI's reply was a friggin' joke. And seriously, it doesn't help matters any at all. We never even knew that this game was going to come out, and the only clue that we got was an R18 rating from the ever-so puritanical Australian classification board. No offense to the Australians. But, yeah. And, of course, with that rating, they say the reason given was references to sexual violence. Okay, I've not seen that at all in Atelier Totori, let alone any of the other Atelier games. Now, Atelier Rorona actually had, you know, a lot of sexual innuendo in it, and it got a little bit perverse here and there, but, you know, it wasn't all that bad. The biggest gripe I really had with that game was that the battle system was a little unbalanced. But back into this, it just, you know, it just befuddles me as to how, it just baffles me. It just baffles me as to how, you know, Tecmo KOEI will go out there promoting their own shit, and then they won't promote, you know, Gust's products. And seriously, it's just disgusting, it's unjustified, and so forth. And yeah, it just is. And I feel really sorry for Gust. I feel sorry for the Atelier series, you know, just being treated like this. Because the Atelier series, you know, it's been beloved for, you know, quite a while. I mean, it's been around for almost 20 years now. It debuted in 97, and it's like four years away from, you know, being a 20-year-old series. But yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's just, I just find the whole thing with Tecmo KOEI to be just ridiculous. And really, to Tecmo, market your shit. Just market everything that you do. Just market everything that you come out with. Because seriously, you know, you've not helped matters much. I mean, sure, you've given Atelier Totori, you know, acknowledgement of existence on your Japanese site and your European website, but you've not given any sort of acknowledgement of existence on your American headquarters website. What the hell? Ladies and gentlemen, in the gaming community, I want your thoughts on this. It's just, I'm beside myself, and I just don't even feel like really yelling at all. But I will say, I just find it to just be, really, really annoying that they just did this. Not even their public relations firm, like I said, even knew about this game coming out. And, yeah, so, I just, man. To Tecmo KOEI, market your damn shit! And that's all I've got to say about it. It's the only thing I feel like yelling about. And, yeah. I'm sorry if this, has not been one of my better videos, but, it's just, yeah. This had to be said, because this is just so stupid. This is probably the most retarded thing that I've ever seen, like, out here in video game history. In video game history, let alone. Way to go, Tecmo. You're batting 1,000, aren't you? Oh, Lord. Anyway, everyone, this is pretty much my whole rant here, and I want you all to please give your thoughts about this, and please mirror and re-upload this video. It's just, I don't know. We need to let this thing, we need to have this video, spread out here on the internet to let everyone know that, what Tecmo KOEI is doing is just absolutely friggin' wrong. I mean, to be honest, and I know this is kind of funny for me to just, go ahead and just say this, but I mean, I can already picture, like, Kasumi from Dead or Alive having snuck up on Totori Hellmold from Atelier Totori and just stabbed her in the back with a friggin' Kodachi. And I know that that's probably a funnier way of looking at it, but, it's the truth. It's the truth. They've pretty much just shoving Gust aside just for their, bigger and better titles. And, I understand business is business, but, they need to really just, they need to equal out, and they need to evenly distribute out their marketing some. And here's the funny thing, people. Tecmo KOEI has not only, they not only publish and develop games, but they've also been distributing a lot of NIS America's games, up until the point where NIS America pretty much signed a deal with Pre-App, which was a company just recently founded by one of NIS America's former presidents, Haru Akanaga, to distribute games and so forth. You heard me correctly. Tecmo KOEI actually did distribute a lot of NIS America's video games. They distributed the Prinny series, they distributed Trinity Universe, they distributed Hybrid Dimension Neptunia 1 and 2. So, there you go. But, anyway, and they even distributed the Atelier series before they acquired Gust. And, yeah. And I just find it just real disgusting that they go out there and they have NIS America just go out there and, do all the heavy lifting for them when it comes to Atelier Ayesha, but then they go, the Japanese language track has to go. We don't want to risk throwing a lot of money down the drain for that stuff. And, yeah, it's just ridiculous what they've done. I mean, they've butchered marketing for both Atelier Ayesha and Atelier Totori, with the latter being probably one of the best role-playing games, this generation. But anyway, everyone, I want y'all to let me know about your thoughts on this, and I would really love it if y'all would please mirror this video and re-upload onto your channels, because we need to let everyone know about this, of what Tecmo KOEI has been doing in regards to their marketing and so forth, and maybe hopefully Tecmo KOEI can get the friggin' message that they need to do better marketing with their products, because this is just, it's unacceptable. It just really is. But anyway, I hope y'all have enjoyed this video, and I hope y'all are looking forward to my videos here this summer. But aside from that, this is Nako Fan, over and out.